Go this way. They're not constantly like in your face on the grad student. But the grad students who are on campus are actually really helpful, generally nice people, and they have I think a positive presence in the undergraduate sort of. So, but it's worth a try to ask everybody else.
On this boat can enjoy that view because the best view of the entire city of Chicago comes from the women's restroom. Closed, they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Even on Christmas night, there is a in marble. Now, while it looked wonderful, it wasn't quite up to par with surviving Chicago's notoriously harsh winters. So the outside of the building began to crack and fall. So they had to replace the outside of the building with a North Carolina Great Depression. You know, just that little thing that happened there. And he struggled to hold on to it for many years. He eventually sold it to the Kennedys in the mid-1940s, who held ownership of the building for 50 years. I'll be on the ground and I will be going for the ball, just so everybody is. Plaza is actually Egyptian inspired because it was built shortly after King Tut's tomb was found in the 20s, but very few in Chicago as the building with the thing. It was put there when we were overtaken by the Petronas Towers for the title of world's tallest building. It was only by a couple of feet, so we just added 70 feet to our building to reclaim the title, because we just don't let things go. I think there's still a couple there. If you look, you'll see a couple glass boxes there. That area is known as the Ledge. But tell that to your fiancé. Darn function, which was where Abraham Lincoln received his nomination for the presidency. But Lincoln was not the front runner at the time. He was actually back in third. But the front runner mysteriously dropped out of the race, and Lincoln went to the man in second and said to him, "I will win this election, and when I win, I guarantee you any cabinet position that you so choose." It sounded pretty good to the man, so Lincoln did. This man's name was Salmon Chase. Now, Chase did such a good job as Secretary of the Treasury that today we have Chase Banks named after him. And he is also one of only two non-presidents to be printed on U.S. currency. You may have never seen. Now, the building names are going to start getting very functional at this time, starting here on the right with 333 West Wacker Drive. It's just named by the address. But it is very naturalistic in its architecture. It actually goes sidewalks and the people below. And those vents there represent the boats that pass by. Yes, indeed. Directly next to that, you are going to see 225 West Wacker Drive. Just bridges can be raised and lowered. These all started out as private ventures. A businessman would build a bridge, set up a toll, and people would go across it. However, it became problematic. They'd see someone they didn't like, raise the bridge, send people down 2 blocks. Physics is so exact in raising and lowering them that even the weight from a fresh coat of paint would cause the motors that raise and lower them to burn out. It actually takes a motor that it would take to run a Volkswagen Beetle chase. And so many movies have used Lower Wacker Drive as the hub of their car chase. Movies such as Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Blues Brothers, which just recently celebrated its 30th anniversary. But it's known by a much cooler name today. It's the home of the Hard Rock Hotel, and it's designed to look like the champagne bottle, the green being the bottle, and the gold at the top being the foil on the cork. And if you were wondering, that is actually solid gold extract up for the foil. So if you're feeling adventurous and need some gold, there it is. Right there. Also here on the right, this bill runs any more, but what you can do is you can drive your car in, it takes you to the 14th floor, you go up to the stratosphere, you party down all night long with Capone and all of his best friends. And then the Buzzkills, Elliot Ness, and the Untouchables show up. So you gotta go home. You know, Sean Connery has a shotgun, you have to go home. So you head head down the stairs into your car. They take you down the car elevator. You speed out into the night, and you've never seen or heard from it. I took a walk around there recently, and it's like one side is about the history of Chicago itself. The front side is more about the absolutely wonderful. Now, we were all students at one time. Some of us made Chicago Gleacher Center. Now, you'll notice how one side has absolutely no windows. Those are the classrooms. The side with the windows, teachers' lounges. Yeah, so the students can't daydream and the teachers get to brag about their fantastic view. Cruel though that may be, they have some of the highest rated, it's one of the highest rated universities in the entire world, so, you know, they can get away with whatever they want. But since I'm talking about cruelty, I guess we can talk about this next building here on the left, the NBC Tower. It is designed after 30 Rockefeller Plaza in New York City, and it has housed just some fine television. It used to be the home of Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos films here, Judge Mathis in Chicago. You're going to want to go to the Sheraton. The past 5 presidents have stayed at the Sheraton while visiting Chicago. The exception being Barack Obama. He stays with his family down on the south side in Hyde Park. Now, the Centennial Fountain actually has a purpose. It has meaning. I wish I had purpose. Anyway, what it does is as we get closer, you're going to see there's that little pyramid there right on the riverfront. What that does is it shoots this beautiful, majestic stream of water up into the air and to the opposite bank. It is meant to signify the unity between the north and the south side of Chicago, because we don't always see eye to eye. We don't always get along. We have the whole Cubs Sox rivalry.
Down.
Yeah, so now you have. Yeah, go to u.northwestern.edu.
So.
Do I include this